Hello, welcome to Football Focus, your number one destination for the latest football news, transfer updates, match analysis, breaking stories, and everything happening around the football. If you're new in this channel, please remember to subscribe, share, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any important football updates. Part 3. The Battle for Europe, Barcelona's Road to Champions League Glory. The summer transfer window was still open. Rumours continued to dominate headlines. Supporters refreshed social media every few minutes. Journalists searched for clues. Experts debated Barcelona's chances. But inside the club, the focus was somewhere else. The UEFA Champions League. The competition that defines greatness. The trophy every player dreams of lifting. The stage where legends are born. For Barcelona, the Champions League was more than a tournament. It was unfinished business. For too many years, the club had watched others celebrate. Too many painful eliminations. Too many nights of disappointment. Too many memories that supporters wanted to forget. Now, Hansi Flick had one mission: change the story. The lessons of the past. Every great comeback begins with honesty. Barcelona's coaches and players spent hours analysing previous European campaigns. They studied every mistake, every missed opportunity, every defensive error, every tactical weakness. The conclusions were clear. Talent alone could not win the Champions League. Mentality mattered. Discipline mattered. Leadership mattered. The best teams in Europe punished every mistake. One moment of weakness could destroy an entire season. That was why players like João Cancelo and Alessandro Bastoni were viewed as essential. They had experienced football's highest level. They understood pressure. They knew how to survive difficult moments, and in the Champions League, those moments always arrive. The Real Madrid Challenge. No discussion about European glory could avoid one name: Real Madrid. Barcelona's greatest rival, the club with an incredible history in the Champions League. Every season, Madrid seemed capable of finding victory even when defeat looked certain. Their experience made them dangerous, their mentality made them feared, and their success made them the standard every club wanted to reach. Barcelona understood the challenge. To become kings of Europe again, they would eventually need to overcome the biggest giants. Real Madrid would always stand among them. The rivalry was no longer only about Spain. It was about Europe. It was about history. It was about proving who truly belonged at the summit of world football. The English monster. Then there was another obstacle: Manchester City. A machine built for dominance, a team filled with world-class players, a club that had established itself among Europe's elite. City's style demanded perfection from opponents. One mistake, one lapse in concentration, 1 second of hesitation, and the ball would be in the net. Hansi Flick knew that competing against such teams required courage. Barcelona could not simply defend. They had to attack. They had to control possession. They had to believe in their own identity, because Barcelona's greatest victories had always come when they stayed true to themselves. Bastoni's importance. As speculations surrounding Alessandro Bastoni continued, many analysts highlighted one critical factor: champions are built on strong defences. Goals win matches. Defences win trophies. Bastoni represented everything Barcelona wanted: strength, composure, leadership, vision. He was not simply a defender, he was a commander, a player capable of organising teammates and bringing calm during chaos. Imagine a Champions League semi-final. The opposition attacks relentlessly. The pressure becomes overwhelming. The stadium erupts with noise. In those moments, leaders emerge. That is exactly why Barcelona viewed Bastoni as such an important piece of the puzzle. The magic of Lamine Yamal. While experienced stars attracted headlines, another story was unfolding: the rise of Lamine Yamal. Every week, the young sensation produced moments that seemed impossible. Defenders could not predict him. Supporters could not stop talking about him. Opponents could not stop worrying about him. Many believed Barcelona had discovered another generational talent, a player capable of deciding matches through pure brilliance, a player capable of changing history. The Champions League has always belonged to special players, those who embrace pressure, those who create magic when millions are watching, Lamine appeared ready for that challenge, and Europe was beginning to notice. Julian Alvarez, the hunter. If Barcelona succeeded in bringing Julian Alvarez to Camp Nou, they would gain more than goals. They would gain a competitor. The Argentine striker had already experienced football's biggest stages: World Cup finals, major club competitions, high-pressure battles. Victory had become part of his identity. What made Alvarez unique was his mentality. He never stopped moving, never stopped pressing, never stopped fighting. Defenders hated facing him. Coaches loved him. Supporters admired him, and teammates trusted him. For Hansi Flick, those qualities were priceless. Because Champions League winners are rarely built around talent alone. They are built around relentless determination. The Camp Nou dream returns. As preparations for the new season continued, excitement spread throughout Catalonia. Supporters dreamed again. Not cautiously, not quietly, but boldly. They imagined unforgettable European nights. The Champions League anthem echoing around Camp Nou. Thousands of flags waving in the air, the lights illuminating the pitch, the world watching. João Cancelo charging forward. Alessandro Bastoni leading the defence. Pedri controlling the midfield. Lamine Yamal dazzling defenders. Julian Alvarez hunting goals. And Hansi Flick standing on the touchline, watching his vision become reality. The dream felt closer than ever. A message to Europe. Inside Barcelona, there was growing confidence. Not arrogance, not complacency, confidence. The belief that the club was moving in the right direction. The belief that a new generation was ready. The belief that the future could be brighter than anyone imagined. Europe had spent years wondering when Barcelona would return. Now the answer seemed closer. The giant was rising. The foundations were being built. The warriors were assembling. And the mission was becoming clear. Barcelona did not want respect. They wanted trophies. They did not want promises. They wanted victories. They did not want memories of past glory. They wanted to create new glory. The road ahead would be difficult. The battles would be fierce. The pressure would be immense. But great stories are never written without challenges. And Barcelona's next great chapter was only beginning. The question was no longer whether they could dream. The question was whether anyone could stop them. To be continued. Next episode. Part 4. The Final Transfer War. How Laporta and Hansi Flick plan to complete Barcelona's dream squad and shock the football world.